So the way you have defeated this team in this World Cup, so now what's your opinion regarding East Bengal and what kind of performance do you predict this season for East Bengal?
Good evening, everyone. We are very grounded. We just won a quarter-final against a very strong team, but the main thing is that we went through in the competition, and now we need to rest our players, and the game on Wednesday is a tricky game. If we are thinking that we are going to be calm and that we have achieved something, I'm sure that Diamond Harbour is going to give us a very tough evening. So time to recover and try to keep thinking in progressing in the competition. And coming to your question, what we want to do this year is very early, but what is very clear is that this team is ready to achieve more. And in football sometimes when you suffer, you have the capacity to react, and I hope that this is the year of the reaction of East Bengal.
Coach, this is Shaudra from All India Radio. My question is about Miguel. With Rashid missing out, was he consciously taking up more defensive duties in breaking up play as well as linking up attack? Was it a conscious role that you played in case of with Rashid missing out?
Honestly, we had to change the game plan because we were considering different options, playing with the 3 foreigners in the midfield, playing 2, come strong in the second half, adding 1 foreigner, also Hamid and Dini, they were fighting for the position, but this is excellent for a coach when the 6 players of the team are ready to perform and they are fighting for the position and for minutes, is the best scenario that I want. There is no room for complacency. And in particular, regarding Miguel, I think that today he showed what he's capable of, especially in the attacking stages. But it's true that Miguel, he played his last official game in last February, so we are still watching the 70 or the 80% of the maximum potential of Miguel.
Coach, do you think that we have already played the toughest match of the tournament, and can you smell the first trophy of the season now after winning the derby today?
I don't know if we play the toughest match, but I know we play the toughest opponent. So again, it will depend on us. Right now, we have shown that if we are our maximum, I think that today the result and the performance, they came along. They are aligned. I think that today we were the best team on the pitch, but in football sometimes is decided by mistakes, especially in these kind of games where the difference between the 2 teams is nil. So today good that we could get the lead through a penalty, and in the halftime that we talked to the players that I was sure that if we didn't score the 2-0, Mohan Bagan at some point would capitalize on their chances. So the objective in the halftime was scoring 1 more goal, and from that moment that belief of winning the game was there. On the other side, I need to mention that again we have conceded 1 goal with a set piece, same as it happened in the last game with Air Force. Today is what I'm telling. Very small details decide games when the 2 rivals are of similar level. And if I say in the last game that we needed to work in the set pieces, I have the same thing today. Or we improve in that area, or there are teams that can capitalize and in one single action they can convert. So another lesson that we get to move forward, and lots of things. I don't think that we are in our maximum level, but I think that today the boys, they gave everything, sweat, blood, effort. So I'm very happy and to dedicate this win, apart from Rashid, especially to our fans, that they were suffering and being punished in the last years, but today it's good that Kolkata is red and gold. Let's go for Diamond Harbour. I say that now we have a tricky game. If we are thinking that we have done something, we are wrong. But I think that with the tendency that we are having, with what I watch every day in training sessions, we are a team that suffered a lot last year, and we don't want to suffer more. So now we have an opportunity to progress to the final of Duran Cup. So our mind from tomorrow is only in winning the semi-final.
Coach, Devashish from Coach. What of Hamid's injury? Obviously, he missing the match, and then to change him with Yaman Tackles, obviously, he had a very poor season last season, but to see him score goals and that in the derby, does it augur well for him and the team come going through the season?
Well, two parts this question. Hamid got a muscle stretch. We hope that it's nothing severe, but tomorrow he's going to attend the medical check and we will know the scope of the injury tomorrow, but it seems that it's not a bad one. And regarding Dimi, sometimes you need to work on the mind of the players. So if you saw in the last game, I decided not to use Dimi because I wanted a reaction from him. So the reaction, Dimi, when he speaks on the pitch, the reaction of Dimi today on the pitch was fantastic. He helped the team, and finally, I hope that from now we also get the best version of Dimi.
Coach, congratulations. Coach, getting a help from technical person like Kampoy Singh, is it make your job easier?
Absolutely, but I am a coach, and what is clear is that the management also, if we are talking about the team, is that the management understood that our team this last year was not enough. So Tambo is helping a lot, especially in recruiting, in understanding players, in bringing players on the positions that we need, according to the style of play that I'm discussing with the club. So it's good that our management now is aligned and we have one person there that helps to professional and to be more accurate when it comes to sign players.
The last two questions,
congratulations. Coach, your team now, do you agree that you actually on over their fitness because they are a little bit more not fit what you expect your team is?
No, I don't think that the fitness is the thing that made the last result or the performance. Of course, everybody has their own opinion, but I saw Mohan today until the minute 90 pushing, creating chances, trying to get openings, but not able because I think that today we won the midfield battle. It's true that they adjusted. They knew that in our midfield this year we are very strong. They didn't play with two strikers, they played with three local players inside trying to block our central connections, but we also block them on the wings. So we know what Mohamed has on the wings, and today I want to highlight especially the work of Edmund helping Ratip and the work of Vipin helping Nunga. So this is something that should be highlighted, and I'm talking a little bit about the plan that you asked me yesterday, but I could not disclose. So they have strengths on the pitch and we have different strengths. So they try to neutralize us, as I told you, in central areas, but we were very aware that in the counters, or if we lose easy balls, in the moment they run counters attack, they have clinical players up front that can convert. But I want to highlight that I counted with my fingers the number of chances of Mohammedan, and I need to use my both hands to count the number of chances that we had. So one more time, today we were the best team on the pitch, and thanks God that the result gifted the team that make more, or the team that deserves to win the game.
Coach, you told us yesterday that this time you will see a new streamer. And secondly, you just talk about Edmund and Vipin. Do you think that this two inclusion makes your team wing, especially wing and sideline space, much more better? It leads to this wing?
Yes, absolutely. They are sharp players, and if you want to control the game on central areas, you cannot have control players on the wings. So this is one of the things of last year. Many of you were reacting when I was putting Maesh on central areas. Maesh is a player that helps us a lot on the central areas. For me, the best Indian player today on the pitch, and having sharp players outside, every time you have the control in central areas or you want to run counter-attacks, you can be very clinical and dangerous. Apart from that, in the minute 60, when Mohan Bagan scored the goal, that was a moment of doubts in our team. I think that in that moment our team was suffering a lot, but the inclusion of Sovic in central area and Vishnu helping Nunga and Edmund helping Rakip, again we blocked them. They were a little bit partial on creating the openings that they wanted to do with the chances, with their changes, but yeah, both coaches today were understanding, reacting and doing tactical changes, and again, thanks God that the game came on our side.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, coach.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.